Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to discuss the next material from syntax class, which is about constituency, trees, and rules. And for this video, I will explain the materials directly from the book, Carnie's book, Introduction to Syntax. Okay. So now let's move to the learning objectives. So in this chapter, we are going to focus on discussing constituent and then how to draw the trees from the rules. We also discuss about rules, and then discussion on modification, principles of modification, and how to know the meaning of ambiguous sentences, and also we'll see some trees. Okay, let's just go directly. Okay, first of all, you have to remember that syntax is the study of sentence structure. I'm sure that you still remember that. Okay, now first we have to remember that if sentence is a simple linear string of words, you have to remember that not just a string of words. Jadi kalimat itu tidak hanya kumpulan kata saja, tapi seperti yang telah dibahas pada grammaticality, susunannya juga harus memiliki makna yang tepat, ya. Make sense. Susunannya harus make sense di situ maksudnya. Okay, now first we talk about constituent. Constituent itu apa? Karena dalam kalimat itu ada constituent. Constituent is grouped of words. So words grouped into units. So the unit is called as constituent. Seperti apa? Let's have a look at this. Okay, like the student loved his phonology readings. So we have the first constituent is the student, and then the second is loved his phonology readings. So in a sentence we have at least two constituents. Okay, the two constituents are noun phrase and verb phrase. Okay, now before we talk more about phrases, have a look at this one. Like here, the student. This is one constituent. We will do constituent test later. Nanti bagaimana tahu ini konstituen atau bukan, kita akan melihat nanti penjelasannya. Now, if we draw this structure, the student, into tree, so it's gonna be like this. Yeah. Okay, this is called a tree structure. So the definition of constituent is a group of words that function together as a unit. And if we look at this one, we have this complete tree structure, or phrase structure trees. Yeah, we have TP, tense phrase, and then tense phrase. We have noun phrase underneath, and verb phrase, and then noun phrase we have determiner, and then noun, and for phrase we have verb, noun phrase, and then noun phrase divided again into determiner, adjective phrase, and then noun, adjective phrase again have adjective. Yeah, syntax, or we call it as noun adjunct. Noun function as adjective. Okay, and if we make those sentence into, the sentence into brackets or bracketed diagram, so we're gonna have this tense phrase consists of noun phrase, and noun phrase consists of determiner and then noun. Verb phrase consists of verb and then noun phrase again. Noun phrase consists of determiner, adjective phrase, and then we have adjective and noun. Which one do you think is easier to follow, bracket or tree? Lebih mudah memahami bracket ini seperti ini dalam kurung ataukah pohonnya? Yeah. So let's have a look again at the tree. Yeah, kalau I think it's easier to see the relationship among labels or part of speech from the trees. Okay, now let's go to rules and trees. Okay, first we have constituent, and then we have labels or part of speech, and then we will talk about generalizations, yeah, because we discussed generative grammar. So generalization about structure are represented by rules, and rule is used to generate the tree. Jadi kita mengenal rules, dari rules kita akan membuat pohon. And the rules is called as phrase structure rules or PSR. Okay, how to make the rules? First, we talk about noun phrase. Okay, so we have rules. Ini rumusnya. XP consists of. Okay, so this arrow is read as consists of X, Y, Z. So these are the elements that make up the constituent. For example, XP, X here is noun. So noun phrase consists of noun. Yeah. So we'll call as X, Y, Z here is noun. So noun phrase consists of noun. Yeah. So this is how to read the rules. And when you want to draw these rules into tree, so it must be like this, going down. So do you think that noun phrase only consists of noun? No, we may also have this noun phrase, the box. If we draw the box into rules, we have noun phrase consists of determiner and noun. Let's have a look at the tree. So we have determiner, the, and then noun, box. So noun phrase consists of determiner and noun, not just noun then. So do you think that determiner is a must in a noun phrase? Apakah harus ada determiner? No, not always like that. Like here we have to put determiner into bracket. Jadi determiner kita masukkan dalam bracket, dalam kurung, karena determiner adanya determiner dalam noun phrase itu adalah optional. Okay, now let's have a look at the next example. We have noun phrase, the big box. So not only the box, but we also have big. So we have adjective. So we draw the rules as this one. Noun phrase consists of determiner, adjective phrase, and noun. Let's see the tree. Okay. Oh, so the tree is not the big box, but also added with preposition. Okay, just like this one. The big box of crayons. So added with also with preposition. And the rules become noun phrase consists of determiner, adjective phrase, noun, and prepositional phrase. So only noun is a must, others are optionals. Okay, so have a look at the last rules for noun phrase. Ini rules yang terakhir. Di sini kita lihat noun phrase consists of determiner, optional, adjective phrase plus, it means it can be repeated. Ya, jadi adjective phrase-nya bisa lebih dari satu adjective. And then we have noun, and then we have prepositional phrase plus. Prepositionnya juga boleh lebih dari satu. Okay, now let's go to adjective phrase now. So just like this one, we have adjective phrase. So just like noun phrase, adjective phrase at least consists of only adjective. But if we want to add a modifier, so adjective phrase can be added with adverb or adverbial phrase. So like this one, adjective phrase with adverbial phrase and then adjective. And the adverb is very, and the adjective is yellow. So this tree is from this rule. And adverb phrase isn't optional. That's why it is in bracket. Okay, these are other examples. So we have the big yellow books. So we have Also, the very yellow books. Now you have to look at here we have big yellow. They are divided into two branches, but very yellow in one branch. It means that very modifies yellow. Big do not modifies yellow. Jadi big di sini tidak menjadi modifiernya yellow, but directly big modifies book. Tapi very ini modifiernya yellow, bukan modifiernya book, because it is impossible if we say very book. So that's why you have to know how to draw the trees. Okay, now we also have a adverbial phrase. In adverbial phrase, we may have adverbial or adverbial phrase consists of adverbial phrase and adverb. For example, very quickly. So very is adverbial phrase and quickly is adverb. So this is the example of adverbial phrase. And we cannot put just like this one, adverb and adverb. No. So we have to have a phrase first and then adverb. Okay, now let's talk about had and modifier. So if we have for example adjective phrase and then we have adverbial phrase and adjective, so the adjective here is the had, because adjective phrase has adjective as the had. Jadi ketika ada adjective phrase, maka headnya dari adjective phrase itu adalah adjective, head dari adverbial phrase itu adalah adverb. So you have to remember that. This is about the head. Okay, so let's have a look at the principle of modification. If an XP modifies some head Y, then XP must be a sister to Y. Ini ada rumusnya. Misalnya, look at this tree. If adjective phrase here, so modifies, but adjective phrase do not modifies anything. Jadi adjective phrase di sini tidak mau modifier yang manapun ya, karena tidak ada di sampingnya. Di sini yang jadi modifiernya adalah ini. If adverbial phrase XP modifies Y adjective, then XP must be sister to Y. Jadi jika adverbial phrase di sini kita sebut XP menjadi modifiernya Y, Y di sini adalah adjective, maka XP adalah sisters to adjective. Kenapa? Karena kita lihat di sini in the top, jadi yang di atas tree, we call it as mother, and then mother has daughters, and each daughters to each other, so is a sister. Jadi anak dari si ibu ini kita sebut sebagai sisters. Dan sisters itu bisa di sini, sisters yang di sebelah sini ini menjadi modifiernya sisters yang di sampingnya. Tapi tidak bisa dibalik ya. For example, di sini adalah very beautiful. Very modifiernya beautiful, tapi beautiful tidak bisa menjadi modifiernya very. So this is the principle of modification. Okay, let's continue. This is the example of prepositional phrase. So prepositional phrase consists of preposition and noun phrase with an X. Yeah, that's the example. And the noun phrase is optional. If we talk about a verb phrase itu verb phrase consists of verb. So it can be only one word. But verb phrase can also consist of verb and adverbial phrase. Or verb phrase consists of adverbial phrase plus, so it can be more than one, and verb and adverbial phrase again. So verb can be in the middle, so deliberately, always, quietly, early. Jadi adverbial phrase-nya bisa di depan dan di belakang, dan bisa lebih dari satu ya. Or now for transitive verb, untuk verb yang membutuhkan objek, so we can also add noun phrase after verb, like kissed his mother-in-law quietly. So kissed and then followed by object, and then adverb. Okay, And we may also have more than one object. For example, here, spare the student any embarrassment yesterday. So we have, so we can call it as a direct and indirect object. Okay, or we can also have more than one prepositional phrase. So frequently got his buckets from the store for $1. So we have more than one prepositional phrase. Okay, now let's talk about clause. So remember, clause consists of a subject and a verb, a noun phrase and a verb phrase. Okay, and the clause is called as TP, then phrase. Jadi clause atau sentence, kalimat di sini di analisa dalam pohonnya kita labeli dengan TP atau tense phrase. For example, like this one, Bill frequently got his buckets from the store for $1. Kalau kita gambar akan menjadi seperti ini. Yeah, so the rules: TP consists of noun phrase and verb phrase. So Bill is the subject, noun phrase, and then the verb phrase is quite long. Yeah, okay, consists of adverb or adverbial phrase, and then verb, noun phrase, and then prepositional phrase and prepositional phrase again. And so we may also have these rules. TP consists of noun phrase and tense and verb phrase if we have modal auxiliary. So like Cedric might crash the long boat. So we have a modal as the tense, like this one. Okay, and also we may have complementizer. What is complementizer? Like this one. Yeah. Okay, so we have Sean said that he tagged the janitor. So we have TP, and then inside TP we have TP again. So if we draw the rules, it is CP, complementizer phrase, consists of complementizer and TP. So here is the first TP, and then consists of noun phrase, subject, son, consists of a phrase, said, and then consists of complementizer phrase, that. Okay, let's go down. That, and then after complementizer we have TP again, and TP consists of noun phrase again and verb phrase again. So that's going down. Son said that he tagged the janitor. So just like this. We call it as embedded clause. Okay, but we may also omit that. That bisa dihapus menjadi like this one. Verb phrase consists of verb and CP, and CP directly go down into TP. Okay, and we can have this rule: TP consists of noun phrase or complementizer phrase, and we have this kind of bracket. Ini ada bentuk bracket yang berbeda ya. Di sini bergelombang. Kalau yang optional tadi tanpa gelombang. Kalau yang bergelombang ini maksudnya harus ada salah satu. Jadi bukan dia boleh ada boleh tidak ada. Dia harus ada, tapi harus ada salah satunya. So tense phrase consists of noun phrase or complementizer phrase and tense and verb phrase. It's just like that. Misalnya, this is the example. Nah, why optional? Kenapa optional? Karena bisa jadi ada CP dalam subjeknya. For example, like this one, that he tagged the janitor worried Jeff. So the subject consisting of CP. So that's why the subject can be either noun phrase or complementizer phrase. Okay. Alright, so we have also this rule. Yeah. So for phrase consists of adverbial phrase, verb, and then noun phrase, and then okay, like this one, either noun phrase or complementizer phrase, and then adverbial phrase plus prepositional phrase plus and adverbial phrase plus. Have a look at this example. Naomi asked Erin if Dan ate her kung pao chicken yesterday over the phone. So TP can have noun phrase, and then noun phrase have verb phrase. Verb phrase, okay, has lots. Okay, it has verb, noun phrase, and then CP, complementizer phrase, adverbial phrase, and prepositional phrase. Okay, so it's quite long. Okay, and CP can also be part of subject. Ini CP yang bagian dari subject. For example, like this one. The fact about Bill that he likes ice cream bothers Natasha. So CP part of noun phrase. So noun phrase here has determiner, noun, prepositional phrase, and complementizer phrase. So it can also be like this. Okay, what about conjunction? So conjunction can combine two adjectives as modifiers, or combine two noun phrase, or two verb phrase, or two sentences, or two prepositional phrase. So let's have a look at the example. So XP consists of XP conjunction XP. X consists of X conjunction X. Yeah. So adjective consists of adjective conjunction adjective. Noun phrase consists of noun phrase conjunction noun phrase. So just like this. The same. Verb phrase consists of verb phrase conjunction and verb phrase. Tense phrase consists of tense phrase conjunction and tense phrase. So let's go like this until the end of conjunction. So we have a look at this, all the rules. Ini tadi rumus-rumusnya. This is a summary of the rules. Okay, so now how to draw the tree? Bagaimana cara menggambar pohonnya? So you have two ways to draw the trees. You can start from the bottom, or you can start from the top. But it is it is said that starting at the bottom will works best. Jadi menurut Carnie di sini yang lebih mudah itu menggambar dari bawah. So how to draw from the bottom up trees, jadi dari paling bawah dari the words sampai ke TP nanti. So first of all, you have to give the label or the part of speech. The very small boy kissed the platypus. So we have determiner, adverb, adjective, noun, verb, determiner, and then noun. And then after that, okay, so we make them into the constituent. Yeah. So noun phrase, the platypus. And then adjective phrase, we have very small. And then next we have this one. It was adjective phrase, very small, and then noun phrase consists of determiner, adjective phrase, and then noun. And then after that we add verb phrase. And the last one we add tense phrase. So that's the last one. This is the complete tree. Yeah. So what you have to remember, this one, yeah. Make sure that everything is attached to the tree. Pastikan semua sudah ada dalam pohon. Jangan sampai ada yang tidak punya ranting, ya. Make sure that every category has only one line immediately on top of it. Jadi pastikan satu kata itu masing-masing ada di satu cabang. Don't cross line. Jangan sampai barisnya itu menyilang, ya. Make sure all branches in the tree have a part of speech label. Pastikan setiap cabang itu memiliki label part of speech-nya, jenis kata. And avoid triangles. Jadi sebaiknya tidak menggunakan segitiga. Okay. Now what about this one? You have to remember. Jadi ini juga perlu diperhatikan. So noun phrase consists of noun, langsung dog. So this is the word. Tidak boleh antara noun dengan dog itu ada tambahan line. No, don't do this. Okay, now what about top-down method? Kalau dari atas seperti apa? The first step is the same. Step yang pertama sama, masing-masing diberi label. Kemudian kita langsung menggambar TP di atas. Kemudian divide it into noun phrase and then verb phrase. Then going down again, noun phrase divided into determiner, adjective phrase, and then noun. And then we complete it. Ditambah adjective phrase consists of adverb phrase and adjective. And then the last one we put verb phrase consists of verb, and then noun phrase consists of determiner and noun. So this is the complete one. So it's up to you whether you want to draw from the bottom or from the top. And there's also one more ways. Ada satu lagi namanya bracketed diagrams yang look a bit complicated ya untuk tadi. Misalnya di sini. Jadi if we divide it into diagram, bracketed diagram, misalnya noun phrase, determiner, and noun. So we have this here noun phrase. Okay, the man, ada satu bracket, kemudian di dalamnya ada bracket lagi, the, okay, bracket, determiner, man, bracket, noun. Jadi seperti ini. If we draw it into, in more detail, jadi yang pertama adalah masing-masing mark the part of speech, masing-masing diberi kurung, the very small boy kissed the platypus. Baru kemudian we focus on adjective or adverbial phrase, noun phrase, and prepositional phrase masing-masing. Di sini adverb, adjective phrase, noun phrase. Okay, semuanya dicari. Baru kemudian focusing on verb phrase and the last one TP. Setelah menambahkan noun phrase, adjective phrase, dan prepositional phrase, kita kemudian mencari VP-nya, dan terakhir kita tambahkan TP di bagian awal. So this is about the bracketed diagram. Okay, now we come to ambiguity. So if we have this, the man killed the king with a knife, we have two alternative trees, so like this one. We have the man killed the king with the knife. So in this diagram, in this phrase structure tree, we have the man as prepositional phrase, which is part of a phrase. Jadi di sini the knife itu adalah prepositional phrase yang menjadi anaknya verb phrase. It means that the man killed using knife. Yeah, so the knife belong to the man. Jadi berarti knife-nya itu adalah miliknya the man. Jadi dia membunuh dengan menggunakan knife, because the knife is sisters to killed. Yeah, but it's the different meaning is like this one. Nah, ini berbeda di sini. In this case, prepositional phrase is a daughter of noun phrase. Di sini prepositional phrase itu anaknya noun phrase, bukan anaknya verb. Maka di sini prepositional phrase is sisters to noun, saudaranya noun. It means that the knife belong to the king. Berarti di sini adalah the man membunuh, king yang memiliki atau yang membawa pisau. So you see the difference. Jadi ketika mana yang berbeda, maka analisanya juga berbeda. So you have to look at this one. Okay, I think this is the last one. Constituency test. Jadi bagaimana mengetahui constituency? Bagaimana mengetahui bahwa kumpulan kata itu adalah satu unit? So there are 4 constituency tests: replacement, standalone, movement, and coordination. First, replacement. Bagaimana mengetes constituency? Salah satunya adalah dengan melakukan replacement test. How to do that? Okay. Replacement test itu adalah mengganti sekelompok kata dengan satu kata atau dengan pronoun. Ya. The man from New York flew only ultra light planes. Maka kita lihat, bisakah the man from New York kita ganti menjadi he? Yes, it means that the man from New York, all of them is one constituent. Seperti itu. This is what we call as replacement test. What about standalone test? Standalone test itu bagaimana? Standalone test itu adalah test the constituency dengan membuat pertanyaan. Misalnya, what did Paul do yesterday afternoon? Apa yang dilakukan Paul kemarin? Nah, Paul, the answer is at a really fancy restaurant. Nah, berarti at a really fancy restaurant itu adalah satu constituent. Karena ketika kita ada sebuah pertanyaan, kita jawabnya langsung keseluruhan satu grup. Yeah, just like that. Okay, this is a standalone test. And then next, movement test. Nah, movement test itu ada 3 macam, bisa crafting, proposing, or passive. Jadi kalau movement itu memindah secara keseluruhan ya, satu kelompok ya. For example, ada di sini he bought a brand new car. Apakah a brand new car ini satu konstituen? Yes. Kenapa? Karena ketika kalimat itu kita ganti dengan menambahkan it was, maka a brand new car itu dipindah bersama-sama. Seperti itu. Ya, move itu di situ. It was a brand new car that he bought. Begitu juga ketika kemudian di sini kita menambahkan or what. Nah, seperti itu ya. Misalnya I like big bowls of beans. Ketika kita ganti kita jadikan ini sebagai subjek, maka dipindah keseluruhannya. Big bowls of beans are what I like. Kemudian juga dalam kalimat pasif. Nah, the slobbering dog kissed the big boy. Ketika kita ini adalah kalimat aktif, ketika kita rubah menjadi pasif, maka yang dipindah dalam keseluruhan subjek menjadi objek, objek menjadi subjek. The big boy was kissed by the slobbering dog. Itu adalah movement. Now the last one, coordination atau conjunction. Itu juga bisa dijadikan sebagai constituency test. Kenapa? Karena if you can coordinate a group of words with a similar group of words, then they form a constituent. Jika satu kelompok kata bisa dihubungkan dengan sekelompok kata yang lain, maka mereka kita sebut sebagai constituent. Misalnya sini John and the man. Oke, ini bisa, tapi tidak bisa John and very blue. Kenapa? Karena John dan very blue itu not similar group of words. Seperti itu. Okay. Well, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much. So I hope that you can understand my explanation. I hope this can help, and alhamdulillah, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.